Good morning. If anybody is there, I'm grabbing my coffee. We are going to read a reader question or answer one. I'm making a new coffee. I'm making a coffee. Oh, Linda said she just got hers. Oh, hold on. Goodness gracious, that took forever. I don't know why it took so long. I had to do a curry because I've already drank a pot of coffee. Good morning. How is everybody today? Let's see. Let's see who said hi. Linda said good morning. Good morning. Oh, Jane, she's here. She's been waiting. I know. I'm almost 10 o'clock is when I sit down to work. And actually I slept until 6:30 today. So that kind of put me off my kilter. I usually don't sleep in that long. So I slept until 6:30. So then I had coffee. I haven't even looked at the book yet. It always makes me nervous. So I should probably go look at the book and see how it's doing. But I did not. So I am going to answer a reader question this morning. I'm pulling it up because I never pull them up. Okay, so Linda just got her coffee. Good morning, Lily Ann. Your package is going out in the mail today. Jenna is on my lap watching, but I can't take a picture. That's what Jane said. She's doing good this morning. Deborah Joe's doing good. Girlfriend, how you holding up on your book day after hangover? Girl, I don't even have time to have a hangover. I have to keep writing that next book. So I'm doing fine. Last night I went to bed by 10, which is my normal time. And then I slept really good. And then I slept until 6:30. Yay! So that's like a long time. Hi, Dawn. Good morning, Jane. How was work last night? Jane woke up at 6:30. Good morning, Susan. Good morning, Dawn. Morning, Michelle. Good morning, Sandy. Good morning, Monica. So I got my camper mug in honor of picking up my camper. Can you guys believe that? Y'all are going to get sick of seeing me in my camper. So, anyways, you guys know, good morning, Meryl. I am here this morning because it is Wednesday, which I felt kind of off kilter since we had Memorial Day. And that means that we are reading another reader question, answering another reader question. And I hope that if you have a burning question to ask me, that you fill out the form that I will put in the link, the Google form, and answer a question that you send in. So I'll see a couple of more people coming in. Michelle said she woke up at 5. It's hot there. It is, oh, look, I went to look at my watch. I don't even have it on. I don't even know what time it is here, but we're having pop-up show. Whoa, Rowena just joined us. That cat. We are having like pop-up showers all week long, so it's kind of strange. Cute mug. Thank you, Monica. I got this from my friend Linda McDonald. She is out in Kansas, and she has been to several of my events. We even did the cruise together on the Royal Caribbean a couple of years ago. That was a lot of fun. That ain't happening no more. So she gave me that, and I'm very appreciative of it. I met her and a group of ladies probably like 7 years ago, and we've all been connected since, and it's so much fun. They go to a lot of reader events. They don't just go to cozy mystery events. They go to all the romance events, and of course I go to all those too. I just don't ever promote those because I'm not a romance author, but I love hanging out with the romance readers. And so that is how I met Linda, who I love. Good morning, Stacy. Jane, you get never tired of seeing me. Oh, you will. Lillian, your caper is absolutely adorable. I know, Lillian, I thought about having a contest to name the camper too. So I'm thinking on that. So I'll let you know. Susan says, loves my new camper. I do too. Good morning, Monica. Boudreaux. Is that Boudreaux? Is that how you say that? Fancy. I like it. Hi, Vicki from Melbourne, Australia. Girl, you are always up late. Let's see. Merle said that her dog woke her up at 5:30. It's cool in Jersey. The high will be in the 70s. Meryl said she was in Melbourne last August. Hey, Tammy. All right, you guys, let's answer that reader question so I can get back to work. Shoot, I could just hang out with you guys all day long. So, oh, this is a good one. This doesn't even have to do with books. It says, it is from Linda McDonald, and she says, hi, Tonya. I love how you are organized with your planner, including your meal plan. How do you go about doing your meal plan? Weekly, monthly? Any special tips for meal planning? I'm sick of knowing what to make every night. So, Linda, this goes along with my OCD craziness of making sure that everything is in alignment for me. So, first and foremost, the most important thing for me every day is writing. Sorry, you guys, I got a tickle in my throat. Not COVID, tickle. So anyways, Linda, that includes meal planning, which also includes my meal prep. So my, goodness guys. So what I do is every day I have a startup schedule. So when I get up in the morning, I know exactly what I'm doing. Then I go and I sit down for work, and I have a startup schedule for work. And then I have an end of day schedule for work where I finish off my emails, make sure all my documents were saved, various things like that. And then I have an end of day schedule. I also have a beginning of work week schedule and an end of week schedule, and that includes my meal prep. So I make sure that I do a lot of things that are called, I carb cycle. So every Wednesday, Thursday is a low carb day for me. So that means I meal prep. Instead of having rice, I might have cauliflower rice. I might make Eddie rice. I might do that. But it is really just to help with my cell production. It's not to help lose weight. It's just I try to eat a whole food, healthy lifestyle. And that in turn keeps my weight down without even having to exercise. Focus on that when I'm meal prepping. So I use a couple of different cookbooks that I use. I also work with a registered dietitian daily. Yes, I do pay her to be my registered dietitian and to get meal plans from her. And since Eddie has to be gluten-free for his health, because he is allergic to gluten, then it's a lot of the whole healthy food eating is easy. So that means that I pick out with my registered dietitian. Her name is Amanda Nybert. You can look her up here on Facebook. She has a lot of those healthy nutrition options. She also encourages gluten-free because wheat flour and other flours, they have a tendency to give me inflammation or give anyone inflammation. And so a lot of times when you are holding water, it's due to inflammation of things that you've eaten, not just salt. So that's a whole nother lifestyle of mine that you guys don't even want to know about. So every Sunday, well, usually on Friday, I make out a meal plan for the following week, and I do click list. And what happens is that my sister, before the coronavirus, she would also meal prep or meal plan the same things that I would do, because she's also with my registered dietitian, Amanda Nybert. I will put her information in the link as well. And so my sister and I, before the COVID hit, would get together every Sunday and we would actually meal prep. I mean, we would cook everything and either freeze it or store it in containers, because she works every day until late, and then I start cooking around 5 o'clock p.m. So it was easy, just so I don't have to think about it. It's easy for me to just pull it out. It's labeled, you know, raw, and maybe I would make maybe 6 or 7 cups of rice, but I would divvy those out with, this was for Monday rice, this is for Friday rice. If I did cauliflower rice on my low carb days, then this is for Wednesday and this is for Thursday. I always made the meat beforehand. I wouldn't make, if it's a casserole, I wouldn't put the casserole together. But say the casserole needed a cup of chopped onions. We would chop a cup of onions and put them in a container and label it Casserole Tuesday. Everything Casserole Tuesday. So Tuesday, I would just throw all the ingredients in my casserole dish and pop it in the oven, and I'm good to go. So we really try to do that. I'm going to show you a book that I love that's easy to help. So the question today that I'm answering, if y'all are wondering why I'm giving some nutritional advice, was sent in from Linda McDonald. She's a reader, a longtime reader, and she wanted to know how I do my meal planning and my meal prep. So every week I sit down on Sunday with all the ingredients for the week and I meal prep all those meals. It's been a little different since I've had the kids move back home. I do know what I'm making, but unfortunately the click list and going into Kroger has been a little more difficult, so I've had to be a lot more lenient on meal prep. So like for instance today, I know what I'm having tonight, but I haven't meal prepped that because I just was able to pick up my groceries on Sunday, and then I usually meal prep on Sunday night and our electric went out, so I could not meal prep on Sunday. So this week's a little different. So you kind of have to be flexible with that, and I understand that. Coffee time. But Linda, one of the cookbooks that I use is called Cook Once All Week. And isn't she just the cutest? So I follow her on Instagram too. Her name is Fit and Fed, and I'll put that in the comments. And she just had a baby, so it's so cute. She's so young, isn't she cute? But anyways, so she does Cook Once all week. So what she does in the cookbook, it's 26 weeks of gluten-free and affordable meal prep. So she actually gives you, then she gives you a list of weeks. So week 1, you know that you're going to need chicken, you're going to need broccoli and rice. That's pretty much all you're going to need to cook all these meals. So we'll go to week 1 just to show you what it is. So So I am actually going through week by week, and she gives you also, so let's go with week 1. So in week 1, she tells you that you're going to need shredded chicken, broccoli, and rice. So I use an Instapot to shred my chicken. I put all my chicken in my Instapot for 20 minutes, and then I let it automatic release. I don't push it to release. I let it just slowly release. So then what she does is she gives you the ingredients, other ingredients that you might need for the meals. And then she also gives you ingredients for low carb, paleo, grain-free, and dairy-free. So it depends on, you know, those kind of things. So she gives you those. And then she gives you 2 dinner options. And I usually do 2 bonus dinner options outside of the chicken, and I usually do make those or purchase those. And if I decide not to make, I might not make it on my meal prep Sunday, but if I decide that I want to have it, it's in my refrigerator, and if I don't use it, then I freeze it. So that is her 2 dinner options for week 1 was a pan-seared steak and then pan-seared salmon. And she gives you everything that you need to make for that dinner. But as for the prep week, she gives you what you need to do on prep day, and she tells you about the chicken. So you're going to season 5 pounds of boneless chicken breast with a tablespoon of sea salt and ground pepper. She tells you exactly how to cook it by the stove, by the Instapot, and by the slow cooker. And then she tells you how to shred it. And then she tells you how many containers to put it in or what you're going to need it in for later. So she'll say, after you shred it, put 4 cups of shredded chicken in a container labeled casserole, 3 cups in a separate container labeled chili, and the remainder, which is about 3 cups, in a container labeled fried rice. And then you store it in the refrigerator. So that's how to do that. Then she tells you about the rice, and then she tells you about bacon and broccoli and your onions and those kind of things. Then follows up with, oh, this is one of our favorites. It's the barbecue chicken and rice casserole. So she gives you the recipe, and then she gives you a picture. Y'all, it is so good. So it makes about 4 servings, but I usually eat like 2, so really it's like enough for me and Eddie. And then if we have leftovers, I either eat it the next day for my meal prep, and then I eat it, or we do have clean out the refrigerator once a week. So anything that's left over from the previous week or that we didn't finish the previous days, we eat that. So the first week, then she made, white chicken chili, and then she makes the chicken and broccoli fried rice, which is really good. But again, all the menu is on there. And then that gives you 3 meals. But again, you can make enough to eat the rest of the week, or she gives you those 2 meals extra. So I usually make those. So like week 2, we're going to use ground beef, zucchini, and mushrooms. Well, Eddie is not a mushroom eater, so I leave that out. But you can always substitute. And again, she gives you dairy-free options, and everything in the book is gluten-free. So you don't have to make them gluten-free. So if there's like something that you need to bread, you could do regular breadcrumbs. I'd still use gluten-free. But this way, I know exactly what I'm making each week. And like I said, each week she gives you the main 3 ingredients, and then she gives you the 3 recipes along with 2 recipes. So again, this is called Cook Once, Eat All Week. I will put a link to it into the, I don't know her, I just know when Linda McDonald has asked how the reader question was, she's interested to know how I meal prep and how I put that in my calendar. So that's how I meal prep. and everything goes in the refrigerator. So I have no surprises. Now, will Eddie and I go out to dinner? Sure. And I won't eat that meal that night? Right. But at least I know I'm not scrounging around looking for something to fix out of all the groceries that I had purchased. I only purchase groceries for meals that I have planned and meal prepped, which I do. I go to the grocery after church on Sunday, and I meal prep Sunday night for the entire week. With that said, as I'm meal prepping, I have out my planner, and I write down exactly what I'm eating every night. And so I do mainly stick to that schedule. And like I said, I carb cycle, so I make sure my low carb meals are, I do 2 low carb days with my registered dietitian, because again, I don't eat healthy to lose weight. I eat healthy to maintain being healthy. And I try to eat whole foods. By doing that, I work with a registered dietitian as well as my doctors closely. I do take high blood pressure medicine, so I always try to live, a life where I'm doing a little bit more than that. So Linda McDonald, again, asked the question, the reader question, and it was personal. She wanted to know how I meal prep and how I use my planner. So that's how I meal prep. Again, I pick up my groceries on Sunday, and it's been a little iffy since the COVID-19, and I meal prep on Sunday night. And like I said earlier, my sister and I both use the same registered dietitian, and she also gives us a weekly meal plan if we want to use her stuff as well, and which I do. Also, since the COVID-19, my sister and I have not been doing any sort of meal prepping together. Her 2 children had moved back home. I had 2 kids move back home. So it's been a little difficult. Plus, we're all trying to quarantine to, although we all have been on the same quarantine with each other, we still have not meal prepped. Hopefully we're going to start that back up this week. So we have plans on Friday to get together to make some. We have local orphanages that have not been able to have all the donations that they usually need, so they're in need of different various things, little things like toothbrushes, toothpaste, bars of soap. So she and I are getting together on Friday and making bags for those children instead of meal prepping over the weekend, but hopefully we'll get back to that soon. So with that said, Linda, I use a easy cookbook, super simple, and I also go to the grocery store at the same time every week after church on Sunday, and then I cook all the things on Sunday night, put them in containers so they are ready to meal prep that week. I also have my calendar, my planner out while I'm meal prepping and say, oh, I'm going to do this one on Monday, this one on Tuesday, this one on Wednesday, date night is Thursday night, Friday night I'm going to do this one, Saturday is clean out the kitchen, and we're back at it on Sunday. I work better with a schedule. That's how I have to do it. That's how I run my business. That's how I write every day. And here's the book that I use. And again, I will pop that into the comments as well as all the other information. If you guys, last night, if y'all were on for the live book release, actually the live chat that I'm doing with Addison Moore and Christy Rose, Karen McNary, and Amy Boyles is actually tomorrow night. I was wrong, but I did put that in the live that we did last night, that it's tomorrow night, and that I gave you the link for that. I'm also doing a book club on Friday, so I've got that linked. And tomorrow I pick up my camper, so I'm sure I'm going to go live at some point because I'm crazy. Let's see what anybody else has any questions. So thank you, Linda, for sending in that question. It was a wonderful question. It was fun to answer, and I will make sure that I post this everywhere so that you see it. Anyways, Tammy Hudson, hello. Monica, she goes to some author romance because they serve wine and chocolate. Yeah, listen, my events serve wine and chocolate too. So let's see what else. Good morning, Crystal. Meryl says that she's gluten-free and dairy intolerant and sugar-free by choice. It's been a way of 7 years. Good for you, Meryl. I'm sure you feel better. Monica said that when she was working, she meal prepped on Sundays for the week. It made life so much easier. Michelle said she missed the name of the book. It's awesome. What's the name? I'll put it in the link. Oh, Barbara said cook once. Thanks, Barbara. Amy King. Hey, girl. How are you? Sending you lots of love. How's Charleston? I love Charleston. I hope you're well. You and that cute little Nicholas. Keep me posted. Message me, email me, call me, text me. Meryl, she doesn't eat bacon. That's okay. You can do without bacon. And a lot of times I substitute for turkey bacon, but you can do without bacon as well. But bacon, she just kind of sometimes has you flavor it and season it. So that's what she does. So you can do without it. Leah, you could probably substitute turkey bacon or leave bacon out. That's right. Good morning, Maria from St. Pete, Florida. I'll be in your area in September. I think I've told you before we have a condo in Madeira. And I'm going. I'm getting out of here. Jane says that she was that organized. It's just her. Yeah, you know, Jane, I understand that. But you can always just get those single serves and cook up your chicken and eat on it all week long and get single serve rice. Or a lot of times I just buy the single serve frozen rice or vegetables, because a lot of vegetables I like, they don't like. So I'm pretty much making food for myself. And when all the 4 boys were home, they ate regular food. I was on Weight Watchers for 12 years and Eddie was gluten-free. So I was making 3 separate meals a night. It was crazy. Let's see, Yay to Friday Book Club. Oh, I'm glad you joined it. Good question, Linda. Yeah, it was good, right? Yeah, I write from 10 to whenever I get my words finished. I'm running late, so I'm trying to get off here. Let's see, what's your favorite book you've written? Oh gosh, Maria. I'd say my favorite book I ever wrote was Charming Crime. That's really hard to pick, but I would say Charming Crime is my favorite. So anyways, guys, Linda McDonald, she asked the question, how am I, she likes how I'm organized, and she wanted to know how I do my meal planning weekly, monthly, and any special tips. I gave her all my tips and tricks at the beginning of this video. If you missed it, please roll it back and watch it. If you like what I had to say, give me a thumbs up. And I will see you guys next week when I answer another reader question. I love you all. Have a great day. Thank you.